Hey.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up?
Hey, look, it's Jason Catron here.
And Carlos, producer Carlos Santiago.
Cheers,
on the other
Carlos.
side of the camera. What is
Yeah.
happening in the
Hey,
new year?
Look at this, the new Vocal Lab Collective right here.
Jason was kind enough to provide me, you can't really see it, but it says AB right here for Andre Bocelli, one of our favorite singers of all time.
Yeah, Carlos and I are big Bocelli nerds.
Yeah, super Bocelli
Yeah.
nerds. And so he got me a mug with some coffee in it. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, my friend.
That's a special mug, so let him have it today to welcome him to the channel officially. You know, you guys have seen Carlos a lot, especially heard his name a lot behind the scenes, seen him posting comments and everything. Yeah, Carlos and I, we've known each other for what? Like,
Gosh, a long time.
Yeah, like-
so let's see,
2010.
10 years.
at least.
It's 10 years because I think it was the summer of 2014
Okay.
that you reached out. There's a girl I was dating at the time who was getting certified and you were teaching her.
Yep.
And you were looking for a a fill-in for a tenore gig in Texas.
That's right.
And so she recommended me, you reached out, and that was it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, so it's been 10 years. That's
crazy.
Crazy. Well, we've traveled all over the world together. We've done a lot of fun things, creatively, artistically, and just hanging out around town.
Oh, totally.
And as you guys know, we've done a little pivot here at the channel, and so we're gonna have a little revolving seat here, other locations as well at times, but by and large, you're gonna see Carlos a lot. And Carlos is also like a really amazing vocal coach himself. He is one of the coaches. His main gig is in coaching, at least, is one of the coaches at Lipscomb University here in Nashville. So he's more than knowledgeable on the voice, and way more knowledgeable on.
I'm a nerd about tech.
If it's technical, I'll stay here and drink my coffee. Just watch him go. But yeah, so we're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna do lots of fun things, and we thought we'd come on today and just do a little live with you. It's rainy here. Rainy this morning.
Hi PJ, what's up? Seeing you in the comments.
What are we gonna start with today, Carlos? What's up, PJ?
So we'll start with a story. So obviously, when years ago, after we did our Texas gig, which was crazy in and of itself, you know,
that was a fun one.
We ended up later on going to Italy.
Yes.
We ended up going to Italy. And so we ended up singing by the Vatican, and we ended up singing in this beautiful piazza. And it's just like a movie, right? You know, you've got all these people seated, you know, eating food, drinking coffee. And they set up this little stage, and with these fans, because it was kind of warm, you know. And this was towards the end of that. So we had just sang a concert that morning, and then they took us out for a tour. The friend of ours, our contact there, took us around for a tour all day. So we're just walking around Rome all day. And then we end up setting up for this concert. And so we were supposed to do Nessun Dorma, all three of us as tenors. Right. And so then we had it in the concert order. And as soon as the song comes up, our other friend Mark and Jason say, "Okay, have fun," and then they walk off stage and leave me there to sing it. And if you know that iconic piece, it's very, very challenging. Our voices were tired, which is why they walked off stage.
We're like, let's
let the new guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And so it was really funny. So I go and sing the song, and my voice is tired. And the whole time, there's this one guy that we had met before the concert who was kind of a strange bird.
Yeah.
And he's smoking cigarettes in front of the fan. So he's just standing in front. So we've got cigarette smoke blowing in our faces. And so cigarette smoke, bad for your vocal cords. It kind of fries it. And so on a tired voice on top of that, you know, so at the end of the song, you know, you got the big note, Vincerò, vince. So when I get to the mic and I would go to sing it, it was like, Vince. And it was not good. And so it's bad enough that it's not good in and of itself, but it's in Rome, it's in Italy. I'm singing
guys, that's like
a cardinal sin.
Yeah, it's like not hitting the big note on the national anthem in America. It's not technically their national anthem, but it's the unofficial one. So, you know, Mark and I were on the side wings just trying not to.
It was so bad.
So hard. We
so
felt
bad.
bad for him, but we also were just like, that was amazing.
So, but funny enough, you fast forward 10 years later, I was doing a gig 2 weeks ago, filling in for a group. And I get there, and my voice starts feeling funny. We do a quick sound check, and then I'm singing tenor 1 in this quartet, and very challenging songs. And so all of a sudden, we do the first 3 songs, and guess what one of the dudes says after the third song? He says to me, "Hey man, are you okay?" Because my voice was awful, and I felt terrible because It's like, I don't know if any of you out there around the world have seen the Ali Will Smith, version, but there's a part in the movie where, one of Ali's great things was that like his feet movement were so fast. So in the movie, they show like Ali in his mind, like thinking, and he's like, move, legs, move. And his legs weren't moving because he was already starting to feel the effects of getting beat up all those years. So it's kind of in those moments, and you can relate when you're doing a gig and your voice, you're like, do it, like do what you're used to, and your voice just will not respond.
Yeah.
And so, it was kind of funny. So, but it made me think of this, and we're huge fans of K-pop here in the channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, BTS, And so, but I was scrolling through TikTok the other day, and I found this hilarious, it just showed up in my feed, so I wasn't hunting for this, but we saw this, and it was really funny, of Chang Sub and BTOB, and an unfortunate thing that happened to him. And I saw it, and it wasn't what happened to him, but how his group mate reacted that made me really laugh. And so here it is.
This.
Oop. Here, hold on.
That glare.
And then his voice going down. Hold on.
Amazing.
Oh, hold on. Go back. Play. Oh no, TikTok. Work. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Let me see if it'll work again.
That was amazing.
All right, here we go. I love this. It's so funny. The immediate glare.
And his face.
I put the. Oh my gosh!
That's amazing. I'm so glad you pulled that up. You know what?
Oh, he's laughing at it.
I know he's just laughing now. What can you do? That's like, what Carlos was telling a story about Italy. Mark and I are just laughing for him because we've been there too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys who've probably been on stage performing karaoke at church, at school, and in your own concerts, whatever. And when the voice just doesn't work like you want it to, it makes you feel so awkwardly weird and bad. And a true pro does what he just did. You just kind of, you own it,
you laugh it off, and you just keep going.
And you keep going. This brings me to a good point I tell clients that I work with a lot. And I may have even said on one of our videos before, but singers, we really just need to be a pro, you really need to be at 80%. Right? 20%, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to forget words, you might be a little pitchy every once in a while, voice might crack like that, you might get sick and it takes you all the way down, whatever, but for whatever reason as singers we think we have to be 100%. It's an ego thing, and I think it's because the voice is the only thing artistically that's directly attached to our psyches, and so it's always with us, and it is our heart and our mind, our soul, and how we speak, and our vulnerabilities, all insecurities, all of it. So it's like we initially don't want to show the vulnerabilities and imperfections in our voice, but it's really the best thing you can do. And then when you really do realize, wow, if I'm 80% on, I'm a pro. I'm at the top of the top.
Totally.
Right? Carlos is a big sports guy, and for those out there who love sports, like, what's a great percentage in football? 50% for like a quarterback?
For quarterback, I mean, the QBR, it changes. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated because they hold them to a higher standard, but maybe like baseball. So like baseball, if you bat over 300, that means that you're a great hitter, and that means that out of every 10 at bats, you hit 3 times or over 3 times.
Like 30%.
So, and in school, or at least in the U.S., like if you get 30%, you're failing. you're failing horribly.
Totally. Basketball, I mean, basketball is 50%.
So
if you're over 50%, you're not a great player.
So if you're shooting 50%, and like twos, that's great. if you're shooting like 35 and up and 35% and up in threes, you're considered a decent to a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
You know, so
so singers, give yourself some grace.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
whole point.
Well,
Give
and
yourself
they started cheering. You know, they started cheering
Yeah.
and then they laughed. I'm assuming, you know, these K-pop concerts are such huge productions, so they probably started laughing when they saw his face on the jumbotrons or whatever on the screens. So, you know, that you know, we just thought that was kind of funny because I've been there. I was just there. I feel like I have a punch card to being there, and maybe once I fill out my punch card, I'll get a good concert. Maybe the 7th concert is a good concert, but the first 6 have got to be terrible. So,
PJ, that's a great point. Maybe this was part of it could have been something even a little planned to spark a laugh in the show. We don't know, but for like from sitting here watching, it's just really great comedy and humor, and also as a singer, it's just real frickin' life, and it's you know exactly what they're feeling in that moment. Anytime this happens to someone, you know. So let's find a video. What should PJ? Do you have a video?
Yeah, PJ, give us a video for us to watch.
We got low audience out here today, but we just sprung this on you here last minute on a Saturday morning.
But once they find it, they're gonna love it.
They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. Yeah, PJ, if you got a video, if not, we'll find one ourselves. But we'll give you the moment. Have us react to something.
We've been here, obviously buried in snow. So the last live that we did, we were buried in snow, and then now it's been followed by literally. And I'm not. You know, I know that in the U.S. we can use words like literally. No, but it's literally been raining for
every
like
day.
4 or 5 days straight. I mean, just after it stopped snowing, it started raining, and it's just been raining. And so I've been to the UK once before, and I've been to London, and so it was rainy over there, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is like dreary London weather." But I feel like winters in Nashville are like a little bit like London. It's kind of cold, you know. Sometimes it gets really cold. Sometimes it sort of snows. It snowed a lot, you know, the last couple of weeks, but then it's wet and cold the whole time.
And gray and gloomy.
And gray and gloomy.
I always say I'm like, look out the window, you're in Ireland. That's what it feels like.
I want to go to Ireland so bad.
I want to go to Ireland too.
Yeah, you've never been to Ireland?
Yeah,
Have you been to
Ireland many times.
I've not been to Ireland.
Oh, you need to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland's one of my favorites.
Where else have you been? Because I don't think they know. See, the thing is that Jason, behind the big personality, he actually doesn't like flex as much. I know we joke about it in the channel and in the edits about how much he travels and how he's a socialite, but like you've literally been all over the world.
I've been all over the world.
Yeah.
And I'll flex on this one. One of my friends in Ireland, I just got an email from him this morning. Because I may be going back in March. We'll see. That's going to be iffy, but he's the 7th Earl of Erne, so he's Lord Crichton. So I've been to his castle a few times.
Oh my gosh,
that's a flex move.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Ireland, I love it.
You went to a friend's wedding in Italy, or the Amalfi? Was it the Amalfi Coast? Oh my god. So I've been to Italy a few times, and I've been through Germany at the airport, which is like a whole experience. Where else? I've been to Dubai. That's been really cool. So that was awesome.
I've not been to Dubai. I want to go to Dubai.
Dubai is killer. Shout out to anyone who's in Dubai. If you've watched this channel, I friggin' love Dubai. My fiance used to work for Emirates, and one of my favorite places that I've been to ever.
Really?
It's such a freaking cool vibe.
I really want to go.
Let us know in the comments if you want Vocal Lab to go to Dubai.
Yeah, and let us know if you know someone in Dubai who wants to bring us there. 'Cause we will come.
Yeah, we will definitely
go. Live from Dubai.
Live from Dubai, yeah.
That sounds cool. We should do that.
So freaking cool.
PJ says he doesn't really have one, but he loves Morissette. So we
Morissette. Yeah, let's find
Morissette.
Let's find some Morissette.
You know, we'll always throw down some Morissette on this channel.
Let's see if there's any.
Where are you? I don't remember. I think we've asked before.
So let's see. Recently uploaded. Let's go here. Nope. These are all.
It's a shorts. I think she's been traveling a lot with her hubby.
Yeah, but where's her channel?
Oh yeah, that's her.
I'm trying to find her channel.
Is that it right there?
Morissette. Is this it?
No, that's not got enough.
No, it says Morissette. Welcome to my official. Yeah, because it's verified.
Oh, well, that does it.
So Oh, did we do this? I think we had this request. The
Didn't we do it
Disney
the other day?
Plus Philippines launch.
I think we did.
Did we do it? I don't remember.
Pretty sure. Scroll and find them.
Waterwalk. We haven't seen that one.
I don't even know what it is. So yeah, let's try that.
Let's do that one.
All right.
And then maybe we might watch a little bit of the vlog and see what it would creep on her a little bit and see what she's up to. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Shout out to her production crew and her band. It's so good.
You turn the water into wine.
Woo! That is rich.
Heal the sick, the blind, bring a loved one back to life. Cloud by day, fire by night. When the mighty oceans rise, you divide and turn the tide. Countless miracles untold and history unfolding. For the presence of your glory, let this be my story. I waterwalk and tread by faith. My anchor holds and grips the solid rock.
That gave me chills.
I waterwalk and tread these ways. Be still, my soul, and know that you are God. For you will keep me in perfect peace. My solace, my fortress.
That was nice.
My mind will fix on your matchless grace. My favorite.
Page turn. I love that.
When the darkness fails my senses, oh, I know you see me through. Lord, no matter what, I want to you. I walk by faith and not by sight. Lord, I need you by my side, in my heart and in my mind. Not by my power, not by might, but by thy spirit I reside. Love and light unto my path. Countless miracles untold and history unfolding. For the presence of your glory, let this be my story. I waterwalk and tread by faith. My anchor holds and grips the solid rock. I waterwalk and trail these ways. Be still, my soul, and know that you are God. For you will keep me in perfect peace. My solace, my fortress, my mind will fix on your matchless grace. My fairest, Lord Jesus. When the darkness fills my senses, oh, I know you see me through. Lord, no matter what, I wanna walk, so I humbly
Whoa.
take a step
Key changes.
into your love now.
It's a very intricate song.
Shall hold my hand and say, "You'll be the storm." I waterwalk.
There it is.
Wow.
My anchor holds and grips the solid rock.
That was so skillfully done.
And trail these ways. Be still, my soul, and know that you are God. For you will
Hit it. Go.
Wow.
Go.
I'm
Go.
just going to tell you real quick. I love me some Jazzy Jesus. You don't hear that very often, right?
Jazzy Jesus.
Yeah. Isn't that...
DJ Jazzy Jesus.
That definitely needs to be a Christian artist. We don't really hear it much. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but like... That was so well done. So
well, we would
tasteful.
know because we're in Nashville.
Yeah.
This is the hotbed of CCM,
Yeah.
Christian contemporary music.
Yes.
And so I do a ton of session work in town, and I've been in sessions, and like at the end of like a song, you can kind of in an arrangement, you can kind of know where it's going because there's a formula.
Yeah, it's a formula.
Right? So it's, to your point, it's like so beautiful that they took such a theme of these words and they made it so intricate. And you know what? Shout out to her. I friggin' love that like she has taken her career and done her own thing.
Yeah.
You know, not that she doesn't have a team around her, but the team that she has around her says, we support your vision. We love what you're doing, and go and do you. Because that's why PJ, that's why you're suggesting her to us.
Yeah.
Because you love what she does. And if she were to be anyone else, people can see that. People can see that it's not genuine. And
and that's a really, really valid point that you make there. And I think that's why all of you and us included feel like we know her.
Yep.
You know, because everything she does, we connect to. And I love, even in this moment, she allows us to see something really personal in her life, which is her faith. And she's not afraid to do that in the midst of being, an international superstar. That says a lot in of itself. But again, to do something so tasteful, and I really love this specifically because we're so used to all of her big moments and the voice just doing everything it can do.
she did do the squeak.
She didn't do the squeak. There was one little
Well, a
moment
little
she
bit,
almost did,
just
right?
a little bit.
She didn't do that, and she gave us enough of a moment on that little key change into that little bit of maybe 2 phrases of something. And then she brought it back down. And I think that's a really great thing for any of us singers out there to be reminded of. It doesn't always have to be bells and whistles. Sometimes the most simplest thing you do or say is the most effective. And this is a moment where she does that. I also really love, I've never heard, that I know of, that I can think of, a song that says, I waterwalked.
Yeah, no.
That's a cool way to say that. That's a songwriting point too. Like if you're writers out there, like find a creative way to say something you always say.
Yeah.
And so in that case in point, we've heard, if you're a Christian or if you've been around any Christian circle or anything, you've heard the story of Jesus walking on water. And here she took that story and phrase and said, I water walked. That's so cool.
That's a great point, and especially for people who are writing songs in English who may not necessarily, it might not be their first language. They have an ability to write things that are catchy, and it reminded me. If you haven't seen the Hot Ones, obviously NSYNC did a reunion last year, and they were on Hot Ones with Sean Evans, and Sean Evans asked them a question: is it true that you were in the studio and the producers like gave you the note to say it's gonna be May instead of me? And he said, yeah. And so the people who were writing these songs, it's a duo of these 2 dudes. I forget where they're from. I don't know if they're Swedish or something.
Yeah, they had the big all that stuff with the Swedish dude.
And so like, he said because I think it was Justin Timberlake said because they were writing in a different language, in English, it might not necessarily make a lot of sense. but then when you sing it, it's extremely catchy. And so he's like, you know, so at first Justin Timberlake was like, it's gonna be me, and he's like, no, May, you know, came.
That's cool.
And so like he's like, you have to say it that way, and it was because of that. So he got that note from the producer, who's foreign. And now it's a meme all these years later.
That is so crazy cool.
Yeah. Was it roses or reds? Roses are red. Was it violets or blue? You know, or whatever. But at the end, it's gonna be May. Or I don't know. It's there's a meme. There's a meme out there. It's gonna be May. I'm gonna look it up. You know, because I don't.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, roses are red. April is gray. But in a few weeks, there it is. It's gonna be May. So and again, because we're in the new year, in a few months, you know, that meme will be appropriate.
How cool would it be to have your own meme that just every year recycles around?
I know.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's a
Bublé is
right
another
there.
one. Bublé, we love. It's like it's November. Bublé's starting to defrost, you know, because you know his famous Christmas record, and so
that Christmas record. One time, you guys, I was in a meeting. It was in the new year. Was at his record label, Warner Records in Warner Brothers Records in Los Angeles, and so me and my buddy Kip and our business partner at the time and some Norwegian stuff were off. We were meeting with one of the VPs at Warner Brothers. It's her first day back. No one's in the building yet. It's the first meeting. No one's in the building except the security guy in the front. We get there early. We're waiting. She gets there, walks us in. We go into her office. She's like, oh, and she's a little scared. She's like, oh, can I get you guys coffee or anything? She's like, you know, it's first day back. No one's here yet. But she's like, oh, let me get the lights. And she flicks the lights on. She's like, you know, every year, I'm always worried if these lights are going to come back on, but Bublé sells his Christmas record. And she was like making a joke, but she was also honest. Like, that record makes that company so much money every year. And him
every year.
For life. It's the craziest.
Every year.
It's the craziest thing.
So one last note real quick on this video that we watch. I'm obviously looking at it from a producer standpoint and a videographer. And it makes me think, like, and I don't know if you guys know in the comments, let me know, if this was a live performance or if it was pre-recorded. Because I've seen both. You can make a pre-recorded performance, you know, look live. I've been in music video shoots. You've been in music video shoots, and especially in this kind of vibe, because the camera intentionality is so good, and her precision in singing is so good that it makes me think that it was live. But for you to be able to do that live, you would have to have, with all the camera changes and all the editing that happened, you'd have to have like 5 or 6 cameras constantly going and recording. And so I don't know if like they did that. And also, lastly, like she did something, she made me like the whole trend of people sitting down and holding into an SM7B. I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
I was going to ask you about that post this video. Why she was holding that mic like that?
I don't know, but a bunch of artists are doing that. Yeah. Like they'll sit around and they'll just hold the SM7B. Now, by the way, you know, that's a great podcast mic.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that's like the standard. And it rejects a lot of audio. So like you don't have to be in a studio. You can just be in the kitchen or in a living room or in a bedroom and sing into it, and it rejects a lot of sound, so you can get really good sound. So that's why a lot of people do that. But they've started doing that, like in the street. They won't even have a cable plugged in, and they're just like,
too. They're just holding it. It's like I don't know. It's what do you guys think about that?
I don't know. I've not been a fan.
Do you care? Does it matter? Hey, also, by the way, you guys, this is what you're gonna get now on Vocal Lab Collective with Carlos. The behind the scenes techie pointers and advice. Yep. A lot of you out there are technical too.
Yeah, and you guys might know about this stuff. Yeah. But she made me like it, because that's part of the performance too.
Totally.
She's sitting there, and if the performer looks awkward and she's holding this microphone, but she made it about the song, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I noticed it, but it didn't bother me, you know. So
yeah, that's a really great point. Of course, you're welcome for us, loving Morissette. Hey Romeo, where are you at? Good to see you on here. We see some other suggestions here. I'm thinking we might have. Do we have to call it for today?
No, we got
We'll
time.
do one more.
I mean, it's up to you.
We'll do one more today. And let's see, what do we got on here? Looks like we've got a couple suggestions.
Keep dropping suggestions, because then the next time that we either do a live or that we do another round of videos, then we're going to do that. And also, we do have, obviously, Katie, in the last live, she transitioned, James and her husband, James, they're doing the full artist development and all that stuff. But we do have a couple of episodes left with her on there, but we're going to be dropping those on Patreon. So if you want to get your Katie fix, those last few episodes are going to be on Patreon. So just, check in the description below. Sign up for the Patreon. There's tons of tiers, where you can support. They're ad-free. So you don't have to be on here on YouTube and suffer the wrath of the ads.
Totally. And we're going to start doing some lives on there as well. So
exactly.
So join us over there. Help support us. A couple bucks a month.
And we're going to be launching. Do you want to talk about that yet?
What? Oh, guys. Speaking of what's the mic number?
The SM7B.
The SM7B. We might not use it. We're debating it, but we are going to be dropping a podcast.
Yeah.
Your way.
Yeah.
You ready for the Vocal Lab podcast?
Yeah. So really, the podcast might actually end up being kind of what the live looks like right now.
Yeah, totally.
But it's going to just be more produced. It's not going to be as haphazard. It's going to be neater, and all that stuff.
Lots of special guests.
Yeah, lots of special guests. Look, Jason is connected with so many cool people that I've had a chance to meet from all walks of life in the industry and the film industry and the music industry and business. And so there is a ton of advice and content and wealth of wisdom that his friends can come to bring that we just want to share with you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be really dope, you guys. Carlos is exactly right. My main thing, I tell people all the time, my favorite love is performance. That's why I love sitting here on this chair. I'm in ways performing for you guys, but I love reacting to these videos. I love chatting with you all. I love getting your comments. I love being able to sit here with friends and just be silly and chit chat. So performance and live on stage singing, that's my favorite thing in the world. My next favorite thing in the world is networking. And so I just have connected with the most interesting, unique, and cool people. And I can't wait to let you hear from them and be able to interact with them as well, because it's all
you're a bridge builder.
Yeah, totally. It's all walks of life.
Got 99 problems, but a bridge ain't one.
That's right.
Bridge. YouTube. I said bridge. I said bridge. Okay. Demonetized.
All right, let's find us a video here.
All right, which one?
Shut up. Let's do. Should we do either the Chaptalock or should we do Placido? Whatever one we don't do right here, we will film and do another time. So that's my thought. Which one should we just do a whole single video drop on? Maybe Placido and Dimash, let's do the drop on that one. We're going to hold that. That's a great suggestion because we love Placido Domingo.
Yes, we do.
And we love Dimash. So we're just going to do a unique single video on that one.
Yeah.
Let's look up Chaptalock by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan.
Is that the one right there?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Hopefully this one doesn't get blocked. Oh, it's a Coke Studio.
Coke Studio.
Yeah, let's try that. All right, here we go. Y'all sit back, enjoy the show with us. What's PJ's comment? I think maybe it means share the love.
Oh, I don't know. Or telling other people to share it.
Oh, maybe. Whoa. Wow. That tone is so haunting. Hauntingly
Oh.
good. Oh, what?
We're over here talking about performing at 80%, and they're over here
Oh my.
just shooting 100 plus.
Gosh. This is epic.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Come on. Swarthy beloved.
Swarthy. I gotta look up that word. I don't know that word.
What?
Top. I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
That note he held was crazy.
Perfect pharyngeal coordination.
For sure.
I love those gang vocals in the background. Like just that.
Yeah.
It's three people and they sound like a choir.
I know, it's nuts.
Oh my gosh.
What? Look, they're just like studying the master.
Uh-huh. Wow. This is deep. Holy smokes.
Oh my gosh. That was...
Oh no. Okay, hold on.
What happened?
Let's see. I think we might have been blocked because of the Coke Studio video.
Oh, that's...
Oh no. Hopefully it'll come back. Let's see. You guys might be able to still...
Yeah. I've never even... I wouldn't even thought about Coke Studio being blocked.
Well, sometimes they'll do it. You might be hearing us right now. We might have to cut that out or edit it out later if you still hear us. We are trying to come back, y'all. Temporarily blocked. Hopefully it'll stop. This is why we try to be careful, everyone. Obviously, it might have been just because we didn't stop enough or whatever, but what a bummer.
Yeah, that's a big bummer. Yeah, I didn't even... A lot of times I'll ask...
But Coke Studio
yeah,
doesn't
but I
usually...
didn't think to do it for Coke Studio.
Coke Studio.
Because we put out so many Coke Studios. We just put one out a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just because of the live version of it. They're just like putting a temporary hold.
Yeah. PJ, can you still hear us? Maybe you can still hear us. And if not... Ah, we're back. Okay.
We're back. Okay, guys.
Okay, we're back somehow.
Woo. We don't know what happened there. We got blocked.
We got blocked. This is what happens in YouTube. Hey, I totally get it. Obviously, it's their content and all that stuff. We're just trying to react for you guys. And so we just got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Hopefully everything's fine now. That video was amazingly,
unbelievable,
insanely all the words. Like her voice in the start was almost like she was splitting her chords with some of the tonal things she was doing was super cool. And then this just swell of like warmth and vastness came out of her voice, and you're just entranced in it. And she's just sitting there like she's chill.
It's unbelievable.
And then he opens up and takes you on top of the mountain. And it's like, what is that tone?
I don't know.
That
I'm lost.
pharyngeal point on his vocal was insane. And then you put the two of them together, and they're just sitting there having this conversation about love and want and desire. And then the next thing you know, it just turns into this dynamic, like, love fest of vocals. It was like, wowzer. That was really impressive.
the whole crew, everything there just disappeared. It just became this one essence
That's
of just
a great
song.
point.
Like, I mean, they didn't even care.
No. I
They didn't even care.
Entranced with both of them.
Like-
and then his vocalessing, his stylizing of those phrases was just...
It's beautiful,
Next
especially,
level.
you know, so I believe this is Coke Studio Pakistan. Yeah, Coke Studio Pakistan. And so, like, especially in that culture, not like over here in the U.S., where in the U.S., you know, we have the 12-tone system, and so we have semitones, or like, I mean, you know, like sharps and flats, but they have microtonal tuning
Yes, totally.
in that culture,
Yes.
and they practice it, and it's part of the music theory, and they are able to build it into their voice.
I know, it's crazy.
So maybe in some ways we can only train up to 80% because we haven't unlocked the fullness of microtonality in
That's
the
a
way
good
that
point.
we can sing. And I've spent over a decade trying to figure out how to sing like that, and they just do it like it's nothing.
Like they're just talking.
You know, and obviously it's very different, but in Spanish culture and like from Spain, some of the way that they would do stuff, like the flamenco singers, like the way they vocalize, it's kind of similar,
Similarities.
but the tonal quality and the voice and the placement is different.
Yes.
And obviously the microtonality is different as well. But it
same
was
with some
kind
Arabic
of,
music
but
as well.
it was very reminiscent of that. And I think it's so cool. I mean, it's just a masterclass every time we watch that kind of stuff. So
that definitely was a master
Yeah.
class. Yeah. Well, maybe we should call it now.
Yeah.
We got to get on to our day. I have a coach in town for Vancouver. I'm training this week,
Mm-hmm.
so busy days ahead. You got sessions this weekend, or you have the weekend off?
I don't have any sessions this weekend. Well, I got to make sure. I'm playing somewhere tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Playing guitar somewhere tomorrow, and then I have school and sessions during the week. You know, so
Ooh, maybe sometime we'll have Carlos come on and do a little classical guitar playing while we do it live. That's a good idea.
That'd be cool.
Would y'all like that? Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, Carlos, it's awesome to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You guys are excited to see more of Carlos's lovely face,
It's fun.
because we're going to give it to you. And
Whether they like it or not.
you got no choice. I guess I don't have to watch. But, hey, we're so excited for this year. Look out for that podcast. Join us over at Patreon. Let us know if you need vocal sessions or lessons or tips of any kind. We're here just to help you guys and love you guys in any way we can. We love having you part of our little journey on this little channel. We're pushing close to 100K, you guys, and we're super excited. We got to plan something big for
Yeah,
that.
and it's all thanks to all of you.
All thanks to you guys.
Yeah,
So,
so-
until next time, I'm Jason Catron,
I am Carlos Santiago.
and we are Vocal
Look at that collective.